Welcome to our presentation on neoliberal ideology in an EFL text. This is supported by Magister Iris Morena.
This presentation is going to be carried out by my dear colleague Pablo Scalzi and me, Lourdes Garnachea. This is our agenda, and we're going to start by making predictions.
This is the EFL text that we decided to pick. It's been taken from the book Explorers 2, published in 2000, designed and illustrated by Macmillan Publishers and edited by Cinso Argentina for secondary school students. The unit is the number 9A, and it's called Dreams and Ambitions. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to take a look at this page.
Okay, now let's start making predictions. You have to answer true or false. The text promotes the value of personal effort in order to be successful in life. The images prevent students to understand the content of the text. This text is vested with latent ideologies materialized by moral messages and overtones. EFL textbooks are widely considered to be one of the most important resources in education. However, teachers need to be aware of, quote, particular links between the content and the cultural message they carry with those wider social forces, end quote by Copley. So various concerns have arisen as regards the ideology that can be read between the lines in modern ELT course books, since most of them tend to frequently reproduce and legitimize neoliberal ideology, as was mentioned by Graham Block in 2014. Therefore, the main goal of our presentation is to unpack the underpinning ideology of the text from an EFL textbook and its function in educational material. This hidden ideology in mind, our aim as teachers focuses on helping students identify the ideology, not only to raise their awareness on the topic, but also to develop their critical thinking as citizens.
EFL teachers play an important role in guiding their students to make sense of this relation between the paratext and the verbal resources. This analysis corroborates that images along text are enough evidence of the presence of a multimodal text, and this can be analyzed under the light of three metafunctions of language.
In the first image, students can identify some of the participants. A woman and two teens who are in a specific social context, which might seem to be a house. From a compositional metafunction, students are able to see that there is an age difference between the participants that are seated and the woman that is standing, who might seem to be the mother of one of them, that have arrived to interrupt the conversation between the teens. In terms of the interactional function, the picture represents an offer made by the mother who is hooking the teen's attention. The act of showing the objects on the woman's hands can help students infer that the conversation has just begun, which is also accompanied by this quote.
The second visual aid shares the same social context, which is the house, but there are different characters now because the woman is no longer there, and there is a boy who is also seated with the girls. Compositionally speaking, students can see that each teenager is linked to their own thought bubble, in which they can infer what they are thinking or dreaming of. And this is connected with the title of the unit, that is Dreams and Ambitions. Students can also see that there are books and different school objects on the table, which might describe what the students may have been doing before starting thinking of that, which is studying or doing their homework. As regards the interactional function, the three different bubbles make reference to the teenager's ambitions, and the following statements make them clear. For example, Jessica, who's the girl in the middle, she expresses this, quote, I'm going to be a famous architect and I'm going to build my own house. Franco, who's the boy on the right, he expresses, quote, I want to be famous too. I love playing football and scoring goals. And they both express an idea about what Maria, who's the girl on the left, wants to be. Jessica says, quote, and what about Maria? I think she's going to be a model. She loves posing. In order to make our students reflect on this, traditional questions such as who or what you can see, what they are doing and where, who and what they are doing this with, and why are asked to students to elicit answers as a pre-reading activity. This method is chosen because it is the most practical one to make students realize how important it is to analyze pictures to foster the overall understanding of the content of the text.
After analyzing the source, a number of themes and sub-themes can be interpreted. So this section outlines to analyze in depth the neoliberal mindset to emerge from the text through different topics. And we will show you a critical reflection technique called outward-looking reflection. This one is based on asking different key questions to the whole class in order to create a discussion. And the idea is to maximize the students' talking time.
When it comes to neoliberalism, people tend to think that what is believed to be successful in life is connected with the idea of being rich or famous. Referring to the title of the text, Dreams and Ambitions, this one stands out and anticipates not only what the text is going to be about, but also the neoliberal ideology that underlies the construction of the text itself, of course promoting capitalist values. In a part of a conversation, Franco and Jessica are looking through a magazine in which there might be pictures of different buildings. And they make these comments on the right. The study of these sayings lead us to mention what is beyond these pieces of discourse. With these three comments, we can infer that the way in which Jessica and Franco describe a building is beyond the reach of ordinary people, since they make use of the terms like beautiful, palace, big houses, big gardens, and enormous swimming pools. A society is divided into different social classes with different lifestyles. It can be said that these extracts represent the wealthy people who have the possibility of having these luxurious lifestyles or even dreaming of them.
So if we want our students to be aware of this content, we can ask these questions. What is beautiful? What is the house? Does every house look like these pictures? Do we need a big garden, a big house, an enormous swimming pool to be happy? Do we call home just to a building, or the building with our beloved ones inside? Can you imagine living in a palace by yourself? Would it be fun? Would you be happy? To make reference to this topic, we have chosen the following utterances to be analyzed. Well, these conversations lead teenagers to share their ideas about what they want to be when they grow up in order to earn a lot of money, in other words, to be rich. These ones are not only related to the idea of abundance, but also to individualism. While each teen would be successful through individual hard work, every process of achieving success would be different. Once they reach the top, this will enable the young to compete in the global market and grow their economic capital. To illustrate how they would work their way up, Franco would have to train and rely on his abilities as a football player, and Maria would have to take care of her physical appearance to keep on being beautiful, to fit on the model standards. Nevertheless, being an architect, which is what Jessica wants to be, would require a great deal of reading and studying at a higher educational level. Although the three teens would go through different experiences, discipline, commitment, and resilience would be involved.
So as to make our students reflect on this, we thought of asking these questions. What is success? Is it being famous, beautiful, rich, being with a person you love, traveling, having a dream job? Is it having money? What is success? What does success involve? Do you need to be rich to be successful? Would only hard work help you to reach the top? And do you have to study at university to be successful? Several celebrities have been included in EFL textbooks throughout the years. Moreover, some editors and publishers investigate the celebrities of the country the coursebook will be used and include the celebrities of the students' hometowns so they can feel identified. This is, of course, the case of Explorer 2, which was edited in Argentina, and a well-known football player is mentioned in the passage. This idea is another significant notion to be tackled when dealing with the system of non-commonsensical beliefs, since being famous is seen as bringing wealth and making dreams come true. But this is a fake assumption, which makes not only teenagers believe that they need to be famous to be successful and rich, but also to their parents, who push them to do so by telling them that if they do their homework, they'll be famous.
So, to develop a critical understanding of this, we can ask our students questions like this one. What is a celebrity? Why are celebrities popular for? How can someone become famous? Is it through intelligence, beauty, abilities, followers, personality? Is every celebrity an example to get to the top? Why? Why not? Do all the celebrities make a fortune? What is a fortune? Do you need a fortune to live happily ever after? Now let's check predictions. The first one, it's true. The second one is false because it's the opposite. The images help students to understand the content. I mean, they function as visual support. And let's see number 3, it's true.
We propose teachers around the world to think outside the books and be aware of all these hidden ideologies within them and use more reflective approaches and techniques to develop their students' critical thinking.
Our presentation is based on this list of references.
Thank you for watching.